Hello my dear elegant friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tetevik, and today we're going to talk about what kind of women to avoid dating. This video is more for men to understand what women are a bit dangerous to date, but it also is for women to understand if you have any of these traits that maybe it's time for you to improve and become a better person. So in this video we will talk about 4 different type of women that is not really advised to date. If you are high caliber men, if you are men of means, and if you want something serious, that you should go for the opposites than these women. It's nothing wrong with these kind of women to date, if you're just experimenting, if you don't know what you want, but this channel is not about this. This channel is more for you to build the life you really crave. Therefore, you need to surround yourself with the high caliber women and high caliber people who will actually benefit your life, not take the energy off you. Before we start, let me just tell you that I do one-to-one coaching with men and of course for women as well. So if you're interested, if you would like to work on your self-development, if you would like to increase your confidence, if you would like to have higher self-esteem, then just email me. The email address is below in the description box, and we will find time to have a consultation with you. I also do the trainings, and you can also reserve my book that is exclusive, just emailing me below. And of course, if you enjoy this video, you're always welcome to donate. Thank you so much for your generous donations. Let's start now. This is very interesting, and you will find out so much about women and about yourself as well. So first type of women that you should avoid dating as a man are women who love too much. This is type of women that suffocate you with their care, that will suffocate you with their love, that will suffocate you with the compliments and gifts. These are women that usually think that they need to deserve a man. These are women who had a hard childhood, hard times, maybe traumatic childhood, and they think that they need to deserve everybody that comes to their life. Also, these are women who lack love in any other spectrums of their life. These are very lonely women who have been single for 5 years, 10 years, who never had anybody, women who lost their families, women who never had children, who do not have pets. They have so much love in reserves and have nobody to give it to. That's why when they meet a man, they just put everything on one person, and that can be a little too much. Therefore, I will always say avoid women that are too caring, too pursuing, too chasing, too much, too talkative, too loving, too giving, because one day you will get suffocated in that love. There is also a lot of research done in this field, and a lot of psychologists in from the 90s, they talk about this motherhood instinct for women who want to suffocate men with their love. And actually, in a first moment you will think it's something good, but actually when you start reading more, you will understand that it's actually a trauma. So you always need to look what things really mean when people are doing to you or with you. Therefore, number one, I will suggest you step away from a relationship where women love too much, because when they give too much, one day they were going to say, I gave you this, I gave you my freedom, I gave you my beauty, I gave you my years, what are you giving to me? And then it will start, give me back whatever I gave you. In real relationship, actually, it doesn't work like that. If I smile at my man, it's not that I have to smile at him, but because I want to smile. I want to give my smile, my warmth to him. If he gets me a gift, not because I asked or I send him a list, but because he wants to spoil me and he wants to make me smile. So in a real relationship, nothing is done because you have to. It's not real like a job, it's more like a pleasure, leisure. It's more it's more seduction in there, it's more flirt there, it's more banter in there, it's more joy. It's not a job. So if you feel somebody is too much, especially women who love too much, I will say better for your safety to leave them. Second type of women that you should avoid are very shallow and lazy women. Nowadays, when social media is so high and almost everything can be done in internet, all online shopping can be done in your laptop, everything can be ordered online, you can have consultations online, you can watch videos online, you can buy things, you can sell things, you can work online. When everything is now so computerized, people do not value people anymore. Therefore, a lot of people become shallow and lazy. And there are women who are so lazy they don't even change their clothes or don't even take showers. And if you're one of these women, that I hardly recommend you, please be loyal to our gender and take care of yourself. But if you're a man and you notice that this woman is a bit lazy, she wakes up at 2 o'clock in the daytime, she goes to bed at 1 o'clock. When you ask what she was doing all week, she says nothing. She never reads, she never goes out, she never takes care of herself, she never talks about anybody else a part of her. It's a very big sign and a red flag that you are talking to somebody shallow and lazy. So better leave them, because you will never change them and they will just drag you down to their level. You never go higher to these people's lives, you just get dragged down. Third type of women that you should avoid are women that are not in the right age category to date. You see, if you date women that are too young, they will never want to commit to you. They will never want real experience with you, real relationship with you. They'll be more, striving to cheat, to experiment, to try new things, not be very loyal, and they personality is not really established, so you can't really blame them that they're like that. So I would say leave very, very young girls, young women, to actually develop themselves and study and become ladies before you date them, because it never ends well. But I will tell you, if a woman is very young but you feel she's very mature for her age, if you feel that she's actually has so much depth and intelligence, is from a good family, then definitely grab her in a good sense, grab her attention and spoil her and impress her and take care of her, pursuing her to have a relationship with. Because a lot of countries, especially in Middle East, in Russia, there are specific countries and traditions that are bringing up their women to be very young but very mature, and they can be sometimes ready for marriage at 18 or 21 or 25, which in Europe that age is not really marriage material, because women are too spoiled, bit too lazy, and bit too shallow to actually commit to one man. That's why really look for the age. Don't go too young, but in the same time, don't go overly off the board of too old, because those women are usually a lot of they have a lot of hurt, a lot of regrets, and they are very hard maintenance in a psychological way. I believe that all beautiful women, all elegant, beautiful, classy, all women in general should be high maintenance, because we are worthy, we are valuable, we have life in ourselves, we are the creator of life. But in the same time, if a woman is high maintenance emotionally, if she drags you down, if you are completely soaked after the conversation, then it means, she's too traumatic. Maybe she needs some help from psychologists, not talking to you. So don't choose too immature women, but don't choose overly mature women that you just cannot even talk with. They compete, they're always right, and there's nothing you can do. So choose somebody that is few years younger than you, who really embraces you, physically and mentally and emotionally. They want you in their lives and they want you to help them, and they actually admit they need you. So then you will feel really masculine. And last type of women that you should really avoid are women who have too many addictions. Women nowadays feel that they're equal with men, which we were never created to be, the same like men. So I don't think there is a need for us to compete with each other. But nowadays, women do what 100 years or 200 years ago was completely unacceptable. In the older times, women were not smoking or drinking or going to the pubs where men were, because it was just not feminine, it was not ladylike, it was not womanly behavior. So now when women have crossed all the boundaries and there is no boundaries between the genders, women even smoke or drink or use drugs more than men. In this way, they are less appealing to the opposite gender. They completely take advantage of their health, of their youth and beauty, but that's also they create a dangerous pattern. It's always dangerous to be in relationship with somebody that has addictions, because you never know when they will be, using too much drugs, or having too much alcohol, or having too much smoke. It will be always a day when you will get yourself in physical or mental or emotional danger with them. So I would say avoid women who have addictions. And it's quite easy to spot. Sometimes they tell you about that in a first date. Sometimes you see that on a first date when they had five glasses of champagne in the first 30 minutes. That's, drinking problems right there. So I would say choose women who don't have addictions. And I know it's hard to believe, but there are a lot of women like that, and a lot of women that I know and I consult, they say that they live life like that and that's just norm for them. So I can encourage you, there are women like that who will actually satisfy your need of a normal, emotionally healthy and mentally healthy and physically healthy woman. So let's recap one more time. Dangerous women that you should avoid, women that you should not date, and women that you should stay away from if you want healthy and loving relationship. First type of women are women that love too much. They usually have motherly instinct that never been satisfied, and they can suffocate you with that love. Second, there are people, women that you shouldn't date are shallow and lazy women who have nothing in their life, who don't respect themselves and don't respect others. Third type of women are women who are too young, or women who are too old to date you or be with you. So always choose women who are just few years younger than you, who really embrace you as a man, physically and emotionally, and accept that they actually want to be in serious and committed relationship with you. And lastly, I would strongly suggest you stay away from women who have any type of addictions, because it will always bring you to the trouble. It will never give you healthy children, and you will always be thrown into this drama that is in their life. So here you go. You have 4 different women that you should avoid, and it's very easy.